Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Every day they're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They're going to get on that football, and what a job by the onside kick team to pull that one up and steal a possession.
That's how you feel. Now I got to make you pay for that, right?
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Really
Talk
good
to your favorite college team. Let me know what you think on here in this
situation in the
game.
A&M play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle.
If you're watching on your mobile device, type the video.
Now forcing a 4th down.
Using his feet to buy time. They got him. That's a sack, and what a stop for this defense.
Let me know what you think on here.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
When a running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field,
your favorite team.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. There's the pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and then don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I got to make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Well, you love, let's call it, rep your favorite college school.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6.
Got it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We're all tied up, and they'll try to get it right back. They're going for an onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
So you for the food. Food can't be a food again.
They want to go for back-to-back scores. They're lining up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass.
Yeah,
they got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Snagged in the middle, it's Bussey. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Wants to keep it in the air. Right on target this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Looking for the first down. Texas A&M lines up on fourth. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Craven. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. Strong, firm tackle.
things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Shoots his way for more. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Got it in the middle. It's Cuevas. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The 12th man, one and standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Going to try to get it himself. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Oof, You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On fourth down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own.
Don't quit, Alabama. Another one.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa26. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Tate. At the 35, he's got more. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The play action fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the move. Makes the run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
That's reeled in. It's Bussey. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Knocked down, but not before he gets the down after recovering the fumble.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. You could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that.
And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll go to the ground. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these,
oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening. And it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second. And no line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And the extra point is no good. No good, and they're still down one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Got a man, it's Smith. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And it's not a decision time. You're going for this. You're near midfield. Sometimes those punts will go in the back of the end zone. You're going to net like 25, 30 yards at the most. No. Get the big boy pads on. Strap the extra mouthpiece. Let's go get the first down.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quick completion on the outroute. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
So, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. Can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result,
looking for more room. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And this full vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up the yardage on the return. What a play there.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Shoots it to the left. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and it'll be a loss of yardage on that one.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
Under fire. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the...
He's taking the shot. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go.
Doggy.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute, I got to get me one too.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught close to the marker, it's Peoples. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got to, and oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Throws to the tight end. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a non-profit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless, has been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Escapes the sack. He's going to take off. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, and how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Scooped up by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Not a chance. Missed it. There is a flag on the field, so let's see if he gets a do-over. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dead center perfect. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Aggies are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Dropping back, it's Reed. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing.
Another one down. Let's color in the house. What it do, Brody? Yes, sir. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. I'm up chewing bubble gum and beating ass. Oops, I ate all the bubble gum.
So thirsty to put me a beat. I said in my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and still see.
Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
As a defensive coordinator, you always want your guys to be physical and set the tone. How about this with this offense? They run the ball 3 straight times and no first down. This defense does a great job being very disciplined up front, being very physical, and
makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds his big tight end. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now.
And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
They'll try to quiet this first and goal.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
They'll try to blast their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Touchdown, Clemson! Fit it in the window for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. He'll pull it down. Got room on the return. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Bussey. There he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it. They'll send out the catches the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To throw, it's Klubnik. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab down the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He'll take the deep shot. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. This offense has been money on 4th down here in the 1st half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Reed. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, pass the longer. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time and make you look silly. And the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well, no, he's got him.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This one's complete. Still running at the 40. Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pull down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Right down the middle. And it's caught. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Working that left side down. Continues to fight for yards. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's got the tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Reed. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Aggies! And we've got a shootout.
Great job through the air for this offense. 2-minute situation, executing at the end of the half to go take the lead and take the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st half. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground. Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and more. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Using his legs, it's Randall. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
That's caught. It's Moore. Nice move. Create some space. Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Clemson set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Finds a man on the left. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Well, this offense is giving him a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Here comes the Heat. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Power football with the run. At the 40, there he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. No huddle. here for the offense.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
Looking for space. It's Moss. Turning it on. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pick up of 10 and a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Fights off a defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll give it to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They've got them pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Looking for room. It's Haynes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline with your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on third down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. There he goes. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Klubnik. Boom. Grabbed over the middle, it's Haynes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You know, this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Rushes on him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Finds his big tight end. He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down?
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. Stops short of the marker. And they stop in his defense and they get the ball back. And the Aggies will try to run out the clock in this final minute. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just ran over him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. Got the 1st down and more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Come on, 2 seconds, you gonna quit? Do something.
Station, Texas, Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will kick it away to start us off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Concepcion. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes! He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I'll tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Texas A&M going up tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Moore to the air. Makes the catch. It's Whittington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to get the ball to the back in the flat there, but how about the tackle by the linebacker out in space? That guy's not easy to bring down one-on-one, but he did an outstanding job.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it, couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on fourth down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Intercepted, the defense is...
Rock me, Lord, coming easy. I got a home on the other side.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
They did a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage.
Nighttime.
The center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
GG.
Quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a
GG.
bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over
GG.
possession. They wasted no time, couple of plays into the end zone.
Forced fumble coming soon.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Hey, I appreciate your service too, big dog.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Moore will throw.
Oh, my ball.
Let it go.
Oski.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play.
GG. Appreciate your service. That's it, y'all. Another quick one in the book. Hope you tuned in and enjoyed it.